Right, so let's move into the next topic, which is simply type conversion. And in simple terms, it's just the ability for you to change the data type of one variable to another. It's the process of changing one data type to another. That's it. And in simplicity, in simple terms, I mean that you can change a variable. For example, we have a variable called age, and then you can set this to 55. Okay, now this 55, everyone knows that this is an integer, right? So that's not a new thing. And what's interesting is that you can convert this 55 simply to a string. Okay, and well, how would it look like if it was a string? The way it would look like is just going to be inside a double quote like this, right? So this is just me converting an integer to a string, right? And another example in simple terms is simply that if you have a maybe variable called name, and then you set this to, let's say, John. Okay, you can't convert John to a number, right? Because the value here is a text, so there's no way you can convert it to an integer, right? So be aware of how you get to convert data types. Okay, a good example is simply when we have a variable like this called age, and then imagine this age is like 55. Well, this is not a number anymore. This is now simply a string. And why do we call it a string? We call it a string simply because anything inside a double quote or anything inside a single quote is simply represented as a string. Okay, so you should know that by now. So like this example here, like I already explained, even if we add 55, as long as it's inside a double quote, it doesn't make it an integer, it's now a string. Okay, so we can simply use these different functions here to convert maybe integer to string or string to integer. All right, so for example, if you want to convert any value to an integer, we use the int.parse, and then that converts it. The same thing applies to double and to string. So to string, of course, if you want to convert anything to a string, you use the toString function. So we are going to get started with this without wasting any time. So what you want to do now is to create a new file. So I'm just going to call it conversion.dart. Okay, so good. Remember in our last class we talked about user input, and just to show you, if you remember, I said user input simply accepts only string. Remember the last topic we did? Okay, its result is always returned as a string. That is, even if I asked what is your age and the user typed their age, the age is going to be returned as a string. Anyways, let's move into an actual topic. So you know the first thing first, which is to open void main and your parentheses, your curly bracket this way. So let's actually ask the user what their age is. So let's first of all print enter your age. So this is a most use case you are going to use this, okay, especially when you are working with values like this, right? So but this is just an example. So I want the user to enter their name, but I'm only printing it, right? You know, to ask the user what their age is, remember the last topic, you simply need to use this standard input then dot read line sync. Okay, so remember this function, right? So what I'm just going to do again is to move here, and let's say I just want to ask the user their name. So I'm going to be storing it as the final value. Their name would be their name. That's why I'm using final. And then we can say age. Remember we're talking about age, and I'm setting it to then pasting this, right? So standard dot read line sync. Of course, this isn't going to work just about it on its own. You remember in the last class again, I said to use this function, you simply need to import that.io, right? So at the top of your code, let's simply import that function. So import then dart then io. Okay, so this allows us to simply use this function here. Okay, so once the user enters their name, then on a new line, what we can simply do is to print their age, not their name. Okay, so let's simply open this in our terminal. So I'm going to be running dart, then the file name, so conversion.dart, so for us to see the result that we're eventually going to get. And then of course, when you run this file, it's going to simply be asking you what your age is, right? So as you can see now in the terminal, I have what is your age. So I'm just going to put in my age and say 20, and immediately I say 20, let me just say 20. Immediately I get to say 20. As you can see, we should already understand how this input works, right? So this value, which is just here, anything I type in the terminal is going to be replaced as 20 instead. Okay, so that's simply what you get behind the scenes whenever you type in the terminal. And when you press enter, of course, it is going to print what that 20 is. So I'm just going to press enter here, and then you can see it prints me that 20. Okay, this is simply interesting. Remember also in the last class we were able to like say your username is then whatever the username the user types. So let's do the same thing for this as well. Okay, so but this is going to actually be like starting with a $sign. Okay, then we are going to wrap it inside double quote. So I just want to say your age is then whatever age the user types. Okay, so let's try again. So we are simply going to run this file again, and then the question is going to pop up, which simply is enter your age, as we have here, right? So let's simply see the result that we get. Okay, so let's enter our age. So say our age is 23, and then you press enter. You can see it says your age is 23. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Now let's make this more interesting. Well, this time let me comment this line out and jump to the next line. So let's print age again. Now this time I would like to, whatever the user's age is, I would like to add it by 1, because today is the user's birthday, and usually if you just want to add something by 1, whatever the age is, right, that's going to be like an integer then plus 1. You might be thinking this is going to add plus 1, but it won't add plus 1. And if you probably might already be thinking that it's because of whatever the user types in the terminal is always returned as a string. Okay, and in that case, if the user types, oh, my age is 20, well, this 20 is now simply a string. Even from the way we've been typing it so far, where we have this 20, 23 and so on, okay, by default anytime you type 20, it's a string, not a number. Okay, and it's a string. Well, you can't see that, but behind the scenes anything you type inside of that returns you a string. So you can see, let's try to run it and see the result that we get now. So I'm just going to run the file again. Whoa, so you can actually see now that we have our error. Could this be our first error in since we started off learning that? Anyways, this error is just simply says, oh well, you got an error. A value of type int can't be assigned to a variable of type string. In simple terms, a variable which has an integer, you can't assign it to a variable which has a type of string. Well, at the end of everything, it still just tells you where the error is coming from. It thinks you are trying to combine these two, and actually it won't work either. So what we're supposed to do is to convert whatever the user types, okay, to an integer, and we are converting it to an integer because, well, what we are asking is going to is an age, right? That's what we are asking. And when you type age, is not returned as a number but as a string. So how do we convert this age that the user types to a number? Because again, whenever you type the result in the terminal, is always a string. Now in that case, that's where you simply use the int.parse. Now this int.parse simply allows you to convert a string to an integer. Okay, so let's try to convert this age into an integer. Okay, so let's fix this by simply using the int.parse. And what we simply want to do is that, this is the main function that allows users to simply type something in the terminal, right? to simply type some input. So what we want to do is to use that function called int.parse. We would wrap the int.parse inside of everything here. So let's come before this standard input. So let's just say int.parse. Okay, so you know this int parse has some parentheses, right? So you see what we have here, we want to put it inside int parse. So let's try to move it inside int parse. So I'm going to move it now, and now it's now inside int parse, right? But this is giving us a squeaky red line, and it's giving us a squeaky red line, meaning there's something we still need to do, otherwise this won't work. Well, the reason it's giving us a squeaky red line is simply because Dart actually thinks the user won't be typing anything. And of course, so far, you know, we've been typing something in our terminal, right? So to actually tell that well, the user will be typing something, what you simply need to do is, well, just come here. Okay, just come right where my I'm trying to okay, so then you put an exclamation mark. Okay, so putting an exclamation mark simply tells that the user is going to be typing something, of course. So just don't you know, so this is simply called null safety, by the way. I don't want to go really deep trying to explain this because that's not the topic we're treating. When we are going to be treating null safety, okay, we are going to talk more about this, but that's just a simple way to explain it, just to tell that oh, the user will be typing something, and that's it. Okay, so what we've simply done is that anything the user types, which is this standard read line sync, should be converted to an integer. Okay, so you can see we are wrapping whatever the user types into an int parse. Okay, good. So let's try it again, and let's clear our screen, and I'll type that conversion.dart, and let's actually try to now answer whatever the user types. So I'll adjust this a little so we can all simply see that. So now we have this enter your age. As soon as I enter 20, okay, remember everything here becomes 20, this int parse blah blah blah, and automatically it's going to print 20 plus 1. Now this is going to work because whatever the user type has now been converted to an integer. When I press enter, you can see I get 21. Okay, so this is just a simple way to convert a string to an integer. Well, that's it. So this is, let me just put a comment here so you can actually know what we're doing for each. I just want to put a comment here, just to /. It allows me to write note for myself, as you know. So I'm just trying to write string to integer. Okay, so we know that's a simple example there. Let's inside here, let's create a comment to write note for ourselves. So then the next one, let's try to convert a string to, let's say to double. Okay, good. So let's actually quickly do a simple example. So right now, let's say we have a string called price. Okay, and this price is going to be set to 20.50. okay, good. Of course, you know this is wrong, right? Well, technically it's right because there's a double quote, and it doesn't care whether it's a number. As long as there's a double quote, it's simply a string, right? Good. So what we simply want to do is to actually then print price. Okay, now when you print price, of course, you know this will return you 20.5. Now let's say this 20.5, you want to add it, let's say plus maybe 10, that will be 30.5, right? And of course, if you run this is not going to give you 30.5. It's going to give us an error, right? Because this number is not, I mean, this integer is not an integer. This is a string, right? So it doesn't understand what we're trying to do. So what we need to do now is to simply convert this to a double, right? We are converting to a double because there's a dot, right? And anything which has like a decimal number is called a double. So to convert that to a double, there are different ways you can simply do this. Okay, so first of all, we can, okay, say we want to store it in a variable, or to make this simple for you, you see this price which we have here, we could just wrap it inside of what we call double parse. Remember, to convert the entity to a double, use double.parse. So let's just say double.parse, and you have to open parentheses, and but we're only wrapping this price. Okay, it simply means that, well, this 20.5 should now be a double, should it be a decimal, then you can add it with this 10. And if we try to run this file again, this should now give us 30.5 this time around. So I still have that enter your age there. What you can do is just comment this out. So just come before the final, put / to comment everything we've done recently out, so we don't have to repeat enter your age every time we want to run the result. So, but just to show you, we already have this 30.5, as you can see. So you can see this actually works. Okay, good. So, but let's say you don't just want to wrap everything inside this price like this. So let me just print, I'm going to print price again. So price plus 5. So let's say you just don't want to put it inside your print. Let's say we want to store it in a variable. Let's say a variable called double. Okay, so you don't have to do this, but it's optional. So we can now call the function that converts to a double for us. So double.parse. Okay, so what we want to do is, inside this double.parse, anything we put inside it will be converted to a double. Let's say amount, I forgot the variable name, so let's put in price inside here. Okay, so what we are simply doing is that we have a new variable here, but we want to store the price, right? Let's say the price was actually this 20.50. We can't store it like this, right? The 20.50 is the price, right? So, and it is an integer. So what we are doing is we are taking that price, instead of just storing it to amount. What we are doing is this price here, which is still the price here, we are converting that to a double, okay, to a decimal. Okay, and you could still do it like this, it still works. So it's not going to be price plus 5, it's going to be amount then plus 5, and if you run that, this should still give you that same result. So the last one is the toString. If you want to convert anything to a string, that's how you do that. So let me just comment all this out. You can use the control / on your keyboard as a shortcut, or just put / before them. Still works that way. So let's convert maybe anything to, let's convert a number to an integer to a string, right? So let's say int to string. Okay, so let's say we quickly have a variable here called age, and this is set to 20. This is an integer, of course, right? So what we want to do is to convert this age to a string. Okay, what we can simply do, you can create another variable called maybe string, and let's say text age. So maybe that's my age in text, and to convert this age to a string, we would use the toString function to actually do that. And oh, this isn't how you'll be doing that, all right? But let's just write toString this way. Okay, but you don't want to put anything inside the parentheses. So what you want to do is to come before the toString, and the variable you want to convert to a string, which is age in this case, would be before this, and then say dot. Okay, so what you're simply doing is that you're calling this variable called age and converting it to a string. So you can see this is quite different from the way we use double.parse and int.parse. Okay, either way it still works, and you can simply print your text age. Okay, and there you go. Okay, so this is simply how to convert data types into different values. As you can see, this is what type conversion is. Okay, it allows you to convert one variable to another. In next class, we'll move to the next topic.